definition here, okay? Because I love to recognize success, and I love to recognize achievement in this business because, let's say, it's simple, right? But it's not easy. But if you push hard and long enough, things can happen. So if you're a regional director, will you do me a favor to stand up, please? You recognize right now? Give it up for regional director, guys. If you're a managing director, please stand up, wave your arms. Senior director, serious dinero. Executive director, stand up. Any future national directors, please stand up in a room here. Anybody else wants a free Tesla? Cool. Another thing I just want to do before I get in here, I want to recognize achievement again. You know, because you lead by example in this business. Okay, it's duplication. You lead by example. If you join and start your own stream business and do nothing, guess what you get in return? You get nothing. But if you're successful and you want it, and you do what it takes to achieve it, you lead by example. Your team will feed off of that, and others around you, and you'll create success. So Phil McCarthy called me one day. He said, I met a young gentleman. He's a rock star, young kid. He's 18 years old. How many people, honestly, how many people stereotype the younger generation and say, you know what, this probably isn't for them because they don't get credibility. A lot of them don't have their own houses, so they can't switch energy bills, and they don't know anything else about the other stuff we're doing. You know, I hear that a lot. At least they're too young to do it. Well, again, you lead by example. When Phil joined my team, I said, listen, you need to go out and get free energy as fast as you can in the next 30 days. Phil did it in 3 days to get 18 customers. You know, rock star. Obviously, he exceeded my expectations. Well, again, I see lead by example. So when this young gentleman joined, obviously we yelled at him and said, you better hurry up and get free energy, right? So he said, okay, I'll do it. And Phil locked horns with him. And not only that they're doing other businesses as well, but Phil's his mentor in this. I want to bring him up in front of the room because I love seeing young entrepreneurs, and I see a couple in the room here, who want it more than a lot of their friends. Because the stereotype, a lot of kids just want to go to college, and they want to, you know, have some fun and do some stuff at college that most parents won't agree with, and they just want to kind of take the easy route out. But a lot of people want to succeed in life here. And I want you guys to give a huge round of applause for Mr. Nick Rose. Get up here. Got to my closet here. Nick, really quick, who you are, I just said, where you're from, again, your age, and just, you know, why you're 18 years old. What made you see this and say, I want to lock horns with you guys?
I'm Nick Rose. I grew up in Peaceville, Pennsylvania. I'm 18. And main reason is because I see a lot of people around me that have been telling me no for years. And for some reason, the past couple months, different things happened in my life, and then I realized I want to wake up and be 45 years old and just be wishing my life away. I see a lot of people around me that want to just keep wishing their life away, and it's just not who I want to be. I want to, you know, get things done, lead by example. I was lucky enough to meet these guys, and they showed me that, you know, things can actually come true. You don't have to be the smartest guy in class. You don't have to be, you know, the best looking or the coolest dude in town. You can do it. If you want something, you can get it done. So that's why I want to.
Love it.
So let's talk about what Nick just did now, okay? Brian did an amazing job explaining these promos, right? You go out and get 15 customers. How much do you make? Anybody paying attention to all Brian? How much do you make? $1,000, right? Yep. Brian, what's your average? And this everybody's different. What's your average free energy check?
About $375.
Oh, okay, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's
all right, all right, so let's just say it's $100. What kind of house is this? Okay. Well, okay. Anyway, so threw me off there, bud. All right.
It's like 175.
170. All right, so 100, 150, $200. Okay. So let's talk about Nick here for a second. He went out and in what 10, 12 days, whatever it was, right? 10 or 12 days of work, we call it, right? He got 15 customers plus. It's funny. I walked in. I said, Phil, where's Nick? He said he's in the bathroom helping a customer put in the 16th bill right now. So that's dedication. Yeah, no, he really was in the bathroom, guys. So think about the money here now. Nick joined Stream. He already profited, okay, from his ROI is already back. Plus, if he never, which he's going to rock right to the top, we're going to make him do it, obviously. But if he does nothing else ever again, he's going to get that residual free energy check of 100 or 2 or 10 million a month, okay?
10 million.
Because it's not what you do, it's what you start. So is that worth a little bit of work to get a free energy check every month? Yes or yes? Yes. Guys, lead by example one more time from my main man here. 20, please stand up in this room right now.
Oh, God.
I love this because, again, young entrepreneurs, if this hit me when I was 20 years old, forget it. I would be on that yacht on the video, right, Abe?
Yeah.
So, guys, I love seeing this, and again, the opportunities for everybody, from 0 to 100. My name is James Levins. I am from Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania. Like Amy said, my background's in the automotive industry. I was a car wholesaler before this whole gig fell in my lap. What a wholesaler does is when you trade in your BMW or your Nissan, whatever, at a Mercedes dealer, they don't want any other product besides Mercedes-Benz. So they would call me and they would say, here's the car, your make, model, condition. I would number the car, and then I would recon it if it needs some reconditioning. And every Wednesday morning I would get up, it was my Super Bowl Wednesday, every Wednesday. I would get up and I would run anywhere from 100 to 150 cars a week through the auto auction. I was the guy that sold to all the dealerships in the country, actually. So I bought and sold 400 to 500 cars a month, which sounds really cool, but it took a lot out of me. My life was waking up Monday morning and I blinked my eyes and I feel like I got home Sunday night. A lot of people can relate to that. My life was cars. My life was just waking up, thinking about cars, going to bed, thinking about cars for the next day. So when the whole stream opportunity fell on my lap, I was not looking for anything else because what's a big excuse a lot of people have? I don't have any what? Any time, exactly. I had no time, I wasn't looking for anything else, so my brother Chris, who works more than I do, he said, I found something. We're going to make a ton of money at this, you have to see what I'm doing. I said, what is it? He threw up all over me, okay? He said, it's electricity, deregulation. I said, what the hell does deregulation mean? I don't know what that means, right? Unless cars were deregulated, I didn't know what it meant. So he just explained it to me. I said, no thank you, no thank you. I don't care about electricity. All I know is that I use it, but I don't care about it. Love my brother to death. My family's very close. He bugged me, drug me to a presentation in a woman's garage. It wasn't for me. I said, I hope you guys have a lot of success with it. Really, it's going to fail. I'll see you guys later. He bugged me enough where I joined to shut him up. I love the fact that I shut him up because this is a cheesy saying. This changed my life. And you guys hear a lot of people in front of the room, it changed my life. Oh, yeah, great. It really did. I'm going to explain why. I got involved with this as a part-time hobby because, again, I had no time to do this. But I saw value in it, okay? And if you're open-minded a little bit, you know, I never looked for other opportunities. When I saw the value, and I said, it may work. And I had some success. I did what my brother told me, you know, a little bit different compensation plan before, but I did it. I made a couple grand. And it wasn't until February, okay? I joined in November of 2010. Well, in February of 2011, my best friend Ryan Morris, who is Ryan Morris here, National Director? It's funny how this business works, right? I had no idea who Ryan was when I joined Stream. I met him in that lady's garage. Fast forward 5.5 years, he's my best friend. I was the best man at his wedding. It's amazing how that works, okay? So he came to my car lot one day, and he saw how frustrated I was. My boss and I were having some conflict over some money, and because he owed me a lot of it, and didn't want to pay it. But I was so frustrated, and Ryan came up to me and said, do me a favor real quick. Describe what you do in your car business. I said, it's real simple. I buy a car, I sell a car, I hope I make money on that car, and then I get a check, hopefully, if he wants to pay me, right? So he said, okay, what happens if you don't show up? I said, that's pretty easy. Guess what happens, ready? I don't get paid. What happens if I don't have sick days, I don't have vacation days. If I don't show up, I don't make any money. He said, let me put this into your terms. Residual income into your terms. Imagine buying a car, selling a car, getting paid that one time, but imagine getting paid every time somebody started their car. Did anybody start their car today? That'd be pretty cool, right? So I said it makes sense. It's pretty cool. I've never been a part of something doing something one time, but getting paid over and over and over again. He said, here's the deal, guys. This sunk in my mind. Every morning I wake up and I see Ryan saying this in my mind. He said, you are working day in and day out. You are killing yourself, making this guy millions. Okay? He said, that's great and all. But at the end of the day, if he, God forbid something happens to him, he retires or he quits or he shuts down, your last name is not the same as his. And I said, you are right. He said, dude, and just like they said, you are treating this like a hobby. He said, you treat it like a business that you own, and you will be amazed at what is possible. So, you know, guys, after Ryan said that to me, something just went off my head, and I said, you know, what do I have to lose? I put my head down. If you get nothing out of tonight, I set a goal in my life. I never set goals, really. I mean, back in the day, I used to, but in the car business, my goal was just to make a ton of money. It's a stupid goal, right? I mean, it's a good goal if you do make a lot of money, but at the end of the day, I set a goal. I said, I want this to work. I said, if Ryan could do it, a golden retriever could do it, right? So he's my best friend. I can talk to him like that. But, you know, I set a goal. I said, I want to be executive director. I want this to work. And here's what I did with the goal, and there's a lot of negativity in the world today, right? Well, I set the goal, and there's a lot of negative people around me saying it would never work, I'm stupid for doing it, I need to go back and make my boss millions because I was put on this earth just to make money for my boss. Well, I didn't listen to them. Fast forward 9 months from the day I started, I promoted to executive director, which I'm very happy about. But in the whole run, the whole momentum I created, 7 months after I joined, I was able to fire my boss and walk away from the car industry. Now, I'm not up here, believe me, everybody knows me. I just tell it like it is. I'm not up here to say, oh, look at me, look what I've done. I'm not here to impress you. I'm here to impress upon you of, I'm the guy who had no time to do this, wanted nothing to do this, but it worked because I took a shot, okay? Now, guys, a lot of times when I get in front of a room, I like to talk about a couple different topics here. I love to talk about family because family is number one in my life. I like to talk about debt because it's a little bit of a piece of other people's lives and mine as well. You know, I love charitable giving, and I love relationships, and I love lifestyle. Family, I always start with family because my family is my life. There's 6 kids in my family. My parents are very happily married. 7 nieces and nephews, and 1 on the way. And we are the Brady Bunch, literally. Like, my mom and dad live here. We all live within 3 miles. And the negative in the car business is when I used to go to these dealerships at 9 and 10 o'clock at night, I would see parents, you know, female salespeople, male salespeople, still at the dealerships grinding it out and trying to make that extra buck. When really I say, you look like you just tried to jump in front of a bus. You know, what's the matter with you? You look so frustrated. They said, I'm trying to make the deal. I'm trying to do this and that. I'll do whatever it takes because I have kids in college, whatever it is, you know. And I say, you're killing yourself here, man. What would you do to spend extra time with your family? Anything, even upstream. What would you do to do it? Would you take that extra step? Maybe, right? Debt. Some people have debt in the room here, okay? Debt's a big deal. Does anybody have credit cards in here at all? Nobody? Okay, cool. A lot of cash people. Hey, it's okay. Hide all you want, right? So credit cards are a big deal. If you have a $500 credit card balance and you pay that minimum payment like 99.9% of the world does of $12 a month, it's going to take you like 20 years to pay off that $500, which is now a $60,000 credit card. What would you do to work a little extra somewhere else or have a little additional income to help pay down that 88% credit card? Everybody has mortgage. Some people don't, but a lot of people have mortgages these days, right? You always refinance the house to try to lower the payment a couple of dollars or maybe take a loan, whatever it is. But imagine not having to refinance because you had that a little additional extra income coming in to pay down that. What would you do to get a little bit of extra money in your lives to help pay down your debt? Okay? Charitable giving, I love. Charitable giving was a big part of my life before this. I used to write checks to charities. I still do. I always donate. But because of Amy and Adele and a couple others in the room here, I am now part of the Gina Cole Foundation, which I love, and I'm blessed that they actually allow me to be a part of this.
We are.
Okay, we are a part of this. Yes, actually give that up for Gina because we love her. Charitable giving is, yes, belonging to charities and donating to charities, but I've redefined charitable giving since I've joined this industry and this business and this company in particular. Charitable giving is helping a single mom, okay, who doesn't have the help she needs. Maybe she doesn't get the help from, you know, the baby daddy or whatever, or maybe she doesn't have that extra income coming in where she can send her child to a private school or buy him that nice pair of sneakers or whatever it is. You, in this room here, could help that single mom achieve a little bit of success on the side to help offset those bills. Guys, this hit me this week, and this is no line, or I didn't make this up. This is a big deal. Somebody very close to me, five days ago, I got a phone call, a great friend of mine, 59 years old, very smart engineer, crazy smart. I'm way over here. He's way over here, smart-wise. Been at the same company for 31 years, okay? Great job up here. The company said we're opening a new place in North Carolina 4 years ago. Great family, wife, 2 kids, whole 9 yards. They said, if you want to keep your job, you need to come to North Carolina. He's like, well, I'll travel. They're like, no, we need you 7 or 6 days a week down here. He moved his life, wife stayed up here with the kids, moved to North Carolina for this company to please them. 5 days ago, as soon as he got into work, Human Resources came in and said, can you come to our office for 5 minutes?
Oh my God.
They said, I'm sorry to do this. Like, in 5 minutes, no warning, I'm sorry to do this, but we're closing your department, okay? We're going to have to let you go. Or they have an alternative. Are you ready for this? They said, we can keep your job, but you have to move to England.
Oh my gosh.
Because that's where the main hub is. That you have to move your freaking life to England if you want to keep your job. Now, going back to this, guys, I don't mean to spend a lot of time on this, but it really pissed me off because he's 59 years old, and now his attitude is, well, what am I going to do now? Who's going to hire a 59-year-old guy? Even though he's the smartest person on the planet, who's going to hire somebody 59 years old? Guys, I'm not saying this is going to be his holy grail or we can save him, but imagine having supplemental income where you say, you know what? Instead of making X amount, I can sacrifice and make X amount and get a job local because I have additional income. You can help that gentleman either replace his income or make extra income. I want to say that because that is a big deal to me tonight because I always preach it. It really happens, okay? So that is and also writing checks to charities is huge. Relationships. People join this business just for money. I am 1,000% one of them. I saw dollar signs. I wanted to just make a ton of money and just keep moving along. But when I realized the relationships you can build in this, as helping other people as well, I canceled a lot of people out of my life back in the day. A lot. I've built new relationships of positive mindset. People think we're freaks and we're a cult. You're damn right we are. Okay? But we're the happiest cult, positive, and we help each other out. Okay? Because it's called relationship marketing. You build relationships. I would have never known Amy or Brian or Julie, or anybody in this room, if it wasn't for this company here. And relationships create other businesses as well. If people would only understand the power of this industry as well as this company, they would move mountains to join and become a part of it. So I want you guys to understand this too, ready? It's not about electricity and cell phones. And great, we use them. But imagine your traditional businesses. Like Libby, who, by the way, she made me a Corona cookie.
Yes, she did.
I love her. Now, I don't know if this is great or if I have a problem. Libby, do you have any stream customers at all that buy cookies from you because of this business?
I do.
A couple, right? Great. Phil McCartney, stand up. Phil McCartney, stand up. Look at this kid. Yeah, he went to the gym this morning. I know he did. Phil McCarthy owns a t-shirt business. Phil, we were talking this morning at breakfast. From last year to this year, how much did your business rose because of stream?
Since I started, about 500% was because of stream.
500%. And I love him because every time I say something, yell at somebody, he makes it on a t-shirt. I said, yeah, it's all fun and games till you realize you're working your life away to make somebody else's dreams come true. He goes, yeah, I made you a shirt. That was awesome. Phil's the man now. And Dr. Scott, you have a chiropractic. How many people are stream customers now are your customers? A little bit, right?
Probably 20, 30.
Think about that, guys. So think about this.
Yeah, associates.
Because of this business, I personally walked away from the car industry. Fast forward, because of people like Amy and everybody else in this room, I have a lot of customers in here. I opened my own car dealership to help my fellow stream associates.
I was the first.
She was the first, 100% first customer when I opened my business. But again, it's about creating residual income and doing what your passion is at the end. It's not about electricity and cell phones. It's just a vehicle to get you where you want to be in life. So when you leave here tonight, understand that. It's not just about the product, so to speak, the service. It's about what's possible. I leave lifestyle for last, because lifestyle, besides charitable giving, my family, everything, that's all together I love. I love lifestyle. Who in here likes to vacation? Anybody at all like to vacation? Yeah, if you haven't raised your hand, you need to raise your hand because you deserve it. I love to vacation. And I was sitting in front of a room here whose dream is to go to a tiki hut in Bora Bora. Anybody? Oh, yeah, that's awesome, right? Pina colada, having a good time. Who comes back to reality and checks the bank account and says, Wildwood sounds good. Right, guys? Nothing wrong with Wildwood. It's a great place, but it is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. Cars are my life. I love cars. I love driving exotic cars. I love that Stream just bought me a car. I love that. And, it's cool how that works, but cars have always been my passion. I like driving a lot of cool cars, exotic cars, and it's what I feel good driving cars. And I'm not a flashy guy. I literally drive them because I appreciate them. When I go up to gas stations and I'm parked anywhere, people walk up and they say, hey man, that's a great looking car. Can I think, yeah, whatever you want to do, just don't scratch it, right? So I say, yeah, whatever you want to do, go ahead. They say, this is a really cool car. I would love to own a car like this one day. It's my passion. It's all the pictures on my wall. But you know what? I'll never own a car like that. I'll never be able to afford a car like that. And every time, most people will go, yeah, you will, no problem, you'll be able to get one. No, I'm like, yeah, you're right, you'll never buy a car like this. With that freaking attitude you have. You already gave up, you threw the towel in, and you haven't even started yet. Here's the deal. Another quick tale here. Anybody go to high school in here? I hated high school. Well, I love the people. I was just on the Get Me Out of Here program in 8th grade. I was an entrepreneur. Junior year, anybody have guidance counselors? You remember them? Yeah. Well, I literally went to summer school twice. I took the least amount of classes I needed to do because I was done. I was out of school. I go in there, I sit down, he's like, what college, Mr. Levins, do you plan to attend? I said, Zero. None. He's like, you're not going to go to college? I said, there's nothing wrong with college at all. If it's for you, it's not for me. I said, I'm on the get me out of here as fast as you can program. And he said, okay, well, you know, not a lot of people are going to hire you for jobs. I said, great, I don't need a job because I'm an entrepreneur. He said, well, and then he's like, cars, we're talking about cars. I said, I want to own a Porsche 911. I'm going to buy one. He's like, not without a college degree. I said, okay, and that's going back, and I'm a little older. I know I look really good and really young, but I'm a little older. But he said, it's supposed to be a joke, guys. But he goes, well, you know, you can, yeah, eventually when you're older, you're going to buy one of them. I said, nope, I'm going to buy one like soon. He's like, okay. So you know what I did? I set a goal that day, and I said, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy a Porsche now. My father and I were out at a flea market, Porsche keychain. I bought one, or he bought it for me. Put it on my 85 Chevy S10 pickup keychain, and every day I would get in that truck. And I would envision myself driving that Porsche 911 every day. Junior year in high school, I started a moving company on my own. And fast forward, 9 months later, I bought a white Porsche 911 with my own money, and I drove right to school. And I looked at the guidance counselor and I said, thank you very much. Because of you, I bought this car, okay? And then they started searching my locker for drugs. But the whole point of the story is, okay, if you want it bad enough, and you're willing to do what it takes, anything is possible. But here's the negative. People are negative. You go into this industry, you join Stream, you're so excited, you go out and you want to change the whole world, and your family and best friends say, you're an idiot. It's never going to work. You need to go back to your 9 to 5 where you hate your life because everybody in this room was put on this planet to go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a job, get in debt, pay your bills, live paycheck to paycheck. Friday, you live for the weekends. Monday, you hate your life. And then you call it quits and you die. That is not how life is supposed to be. Your life, you are put on this planet, okay, to enjoy life, to enjoy your family, to enjoy your friends, to enjoy freedom. That's what it's about. But it's not easy to get. You have to have a mindset, okay? You have to have a mindset of, I want it bad enough. If people will say they're willing to go out there and get crazy and do it, most won't. Most won't do it because they give up because of the people around you. I promise you, this company has taught me so much self-development. You have no idea. You are who you surround yourself with. If you don't believe me, go home, write down who you surround yourself with, and that's who you are. Okay? You might be the special one in the group. You might be, but that actually says something. You want to hang out with people that are smarter than you. You want to hang out with people that have more money than you, more success than you, more positive than you, because if that's who you want to be, that's who you should be around. I always say this, if you want to be successful in life, if you want to be a professional basketball player, you follow Michael Jordan or LeBron James, any of those guys. If you want to be a professional golfer, you follow Tiger Woods, just not for marriage advice. If you want to be successful in the game I call it of network marketing, you follow somebody that's had success in this company, in this industry, and you walk up to them and say, was it worth it? And I can almost guarantee that they'll say 1,000%, I'd do it all over again if I had to. Because guys, you don't understand the power of residual. Amy says, yes, I'm on my boat every day. I don't mean to stand up here and brag, but you know what? I'm damn proud that I worked my tail off for the past 5 years to get where I am today, to have a residual income where I can be on the river. Because you know what? I hate offices. I hate cubicles. I have a car dealership. I'm open for 3 hours a week because I have to be according to the state. I built Phil joined me last summer. We built the entire business on my boat. Now that's cool because again, it's a lifestyle. It's not a job, it's a lifestyle. And I want that for each and every one of you guys in this room if you'd only realize the power here. Last thing I'm going to say is this. Friday, I had the privilege and honor of having lunch with our newest Stream family member. I have no idea what his title is, but he's up there. I don't even care what his title is because he's the man. Dan O'Malley. He invited me to lunch one-on-one. I sat with him because honestly, guys, I'm all in. I want to make a movement here. Yeah, we're a 10, 11-year-old company. We're just getting started. We're a 10-year-old startup company, and you guys have the opportunity to be part of ground floor. We're about to make things happen. Dan O'Malley and Larry Mondry, they're our two top guys right now. Larry's the CEO, Dan's his right-hand man. Dan O'Malley took MoneyGram. Who's heard of MoneyGram in here? Anybody? Guys, MoneyGram's a big company. When he started with MoneyGram, 2,200 locations. When Dan retired from MoneyGram, 275,000 plus locations worldwide. I was with that free cruise. Who's with the cruise? Am I in the cruise this time? Don't we on that cruise? Anyone want to go on a cruise? Cool. I went on a free cruise with Stream about 3 weeks ago. To the Bahamas, really cool, but I got, the cruise is cool, but I got to spend some one-on-one time with these guys. Dan stuck in my head, he said, look, I'm not after the money personally. He's like, I've made a lot of money in my life. He's very humble. He said, I see Stream as an amazing opportunity, not only for me to build, but for everybody. He said, I don't care about the money. I don't care about money. Money comes, and again, you understand this too. If you just teach your team this, you bury yourself in your team's success, and by default, you become successful, and yes, you make money, because you deserve it for your time. He said, I don't care about the money. I care about one thing. It's called the scoreboard. I care about winning. He said, and guess what? People that take this seriously are going to win. They're going to win big. I said, Dan, I'm all in. You stop talking right now, let's eat. I'm done. I'm all in, Dan. He said, watch what happens. It might not happen overnight. It might not happen next 24 hours. He said, just give me Super Saturday. Give me Orlando Connect. Give me Ignition. He said, watch what happens. And guys, everything these two gentlemen have said so far, and you guys can agree with me, has come true, yes or yes? Yes. Everything so far they've said. Our rates are awesome. The cell phone plans are amazing. All this stuff they said was going to happen has already happened. So you, tonight, to close it out, you have to decide yourself one thing. Okay? Do you want to be a part of it? And again, I always use this saying. It sounds cheesy, right? It sounds so... I don't care. I don't care what it sounds like. Because there are people that want to do it and not. And if it's not for you, it's okay. We appreciate you coming out. But people that take this seriously are going to be very excited the next year. It might even take you 5 years to build out where you want to be. But there's three people in this room, three types of people in this room. Number one is you're ready to rock and roll. Get involved. Again, get involved and get busy. If you're not willing to do anything, do not join Stream. I stress this. I stress this. If you're not willing to switch your own bill, like Brian said, if you're not willing to get busy and just learn, be coachable, and be successful in the future with your upline, try everything out and get busy from day one. Let's rock and roll. Let's do it tonight. Number two, you have questions. Do not go ask my guidance counselor if this is going to work, okay? If you have any questions tonight, you get them. If you're executive or senior director, raise your hand, please. If you're managing director, guys. Guys, people know the answers to all these questions, okay? If you have any questions, get them answered here tonight. And if it's for you, great. If not, no big deal. We appreciate you coming out. And number three, it's not the right time in your life. Do not join if it's not the right time. If you're too busy, meaning in your mind you're not willing to do it, I beg you, do not join, because if it's not the right time in your life, you're going to join, and I hate this word though, you're going to fail if you don't have the right mindset. I hate the word fail, but I have to say, I tell it like it is. But do us a favor, our rates are amazing, we have a lot of great products and services out there, just become a customer. Okay, just become one of our customers, and we really appreciate it. And who knows, down the line, you might be able to, you might have a difference of opinion or a different time in your life, and you want to become an associate, and we would love to have you then. But until then, guys, be a customer. I'm telling you right now, that $1,000, Brian even said it, if you've been in since 2005, okay, go out and get 15 customers. Go out and do it. Make $1,000. It's a jump start. If you've been a little bit out, I took off for 2 years, okay? But my checks kept coming. This jump starts me now. We go out, make the $1,000, okay? And then we're going to go to Super Saturday. We're going to go to Orlando in October. We're going to go to Ignition. And I promise, anybody that takes this successfully and takes it seriously is going to be happy at the end of the game, okay? Any more announcements?
I want to know who wants to be James Levins.
Come on. No. I'm having a freaking heart attack over here. I'm so pumped up, right, guys? I'm saying, listen to me. I stress this. After hearing out of Dan's mouth, I hate hype. I do hype because I'm always excited about life. But hype never really excited me before. I sat in front of Dan. He's not a hyper kind of guy. He's fun to hang out with. But what came out of his mouth, I said, I'm all in. You got me. So guys, take that seriously. Take it from my mouth here. This train is moving out, and it's one of those bullet trains. We're about to make a movement happen, and you could be a part of it. I love Amy for being here, taking us, and guys, everybody else for helping this meeting. I love having all you guys here. Any questions, I'll be here for a little while. Sorry we ran late, but I hope it was worth your time, and we're done. Let's rock and roll.
If you've seen this for the first time and you don't want to do this business after listening to him,
Then it's
not
okay.
the
You
business
can
for
still
you.
come on my boat. We don't mind.